Yo, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to Patterson Boyz LLC Presents Producers Corner. I'm your host, Holly Black. Here where we break down music, game, business, and everything in between. Tonight we got Chicago rapper slash producer Pyro the Don in the building. And we're going to sit down and we're going to talk with him. Yeah, lock in, turn your volumes up. You're now inside the Producers Corner. Yo, what's up? What's up, Pyro the Don? What's good with it?
What's going on with you, bro?
Man, I'm taking it easy, man. We've been following you for a minute, man. Your sound, your lyrics is coming in real crazy. I mean, get it before we start. Get it, people. You know what I mean? Let them know who you are, where you from.
Yeah, man. It's Pyro the Don, West Side, Chicago, man. Gotta
Okay,
represent. See it on the hat.
that's what's up. Shout out to everybody in Chicago. Salute to everybody in Chicago. Yeah, yo, your sound and your lyrics and everything is dope. I mean,
Thank you,
I'm,
bro.
the people is watching, they listening. I see a lot coming for you in the near future, man. Let us know because your sound when I listen to your sound and your lyrics is I'm getting a Common and a Kanye West feel from it. So
Yeah.
what kind of music you was listening to when as you was growing up and you caught the passion for the music?
Um, Originally, I ain't even really like rap music for real, for real. I grew up listening to like a lot of rock, like AC/DC, Metallica, Kid Rock, Song 41, like System of a Down. I ain't
Mm.
really started getting into, rap music like that until I was older because, all the people around me listen to like different genres of music. Like my grandpa listened to like James Brown, Pink Floyd,
Right,
uh,
right.
you know what I'm saying, Sergeant Hard, whatever the hell, I forgot their name, but you know, different music like that. I ain't really get into like hip hop and rap until I was probably about 9, 10. Like my
Mm.
mom listening to Too Short, E40, and all these different people, Busta Rhymes, and people that weren't from Chicago. So I think that's where my style kind of like came from, just listening to different people growing up, you know what I'm saying, and soaking it all in as a youth.
Oh, okay, okay. And as far as like the production, because now you like a double maybe you a triple threat. You write, you produce, and everything. So like, what made you want to dive into making your own music?
Um, I think really, I think the catalyst was my uncle because he been making music and he really kind of the one that got me into it because like that's like my Superman. Like every little boy got they superhero. My uncle was like always my superhero. So when I started making beats, I think I started making beats in the eighth grade. Might be
Mm,
before that because I remember it was like '04, and I was using this website called beatgenerator.com. So when
mm,
I went to Baltimore, my uncle, I found out he was making music. I made my first beat on like Fruity Loops 5, 3, some one of them odd numbers, but
Mm.
you know, I fell in love with it then. In high school year, it was like '06. That's when I got into it like heavy. And
Mm.
I've been doing it ever since.
Eh, being from Chicago, it don't, you don't have a Chicago sound. Like you have a universal sound. So, and you're saying you're from Chicago, so I know, there's a lot of drill music and a lot of different things was going on. So how did you like, what I mean, not fall into that lane and stay, what I mean, on the lane that you are.
Um, I always like people who kind of like kept it real. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't really my lane because you know what I'm saying. I never been that type of street dude. I was always like the nerdy kid, and you know what I'm saying. I like different things that typical people in Chicago probably would look at, or probably look at as like weird. Like was growing up watching anime was weird, and
Right,
comics and all that. So I'm like, I want to find my own lane where I could be myself and express myself how I want to. And if somebody else can agree with it or they like it, they like it. But if they don't, I still get to express myself and be me. You know what I'm saying?
right. Understand. I mean, as we can see, as it, the people like the music, man. So it's not broke. You continue to push out good music, and don't worry about the naysayers, because as much people you have rooting for you, you have people that's just miserable and want to try to deter you
Yeah,
and go. So you actually work with Fruity Loops, right?
yeah.
And it's a lot of platinum artists, I mean platinum producers that use that software right now, that you know uh, a few producers, a producer made something off the Fruity Loops for Jeezy. So
Hmm.
you know a lot of producers and a lot of people look at it like, oh, that's a that's not a, it's like a program, whatever. They look down on it, but uh like I said, it's a lot of platinum hits been made off of it. But so when you went with your uncle to Baltimore, that's what that's he the one who introduced you to Fruity Loops.
Yeah. Cause
And,
I
and
was on his ass for like 2 years until I went back up there. I'm like, bro, you gotta give me that software, whatever that software is called. I need it. And I remember I would ask my dad every time I talk to him. 'Cause my uncle nicknamed Moot. So I'm like,
mm,
yo, dad, tell Moot, tell Moot, tell Moot. And he like, it's called Fruity something, Fruity Pebble. I'm like, Pops, please tell him I need that program, bro. Like, I'm serious. I need it. And when I went up there, he gave me Fruity Loop 7 on the disc. And I was just starting high school, man. I ain't letting nobody get on the computer for like 3 months straight. Like I
so
came.
so so
I'm-
so was it complicated for you to learn it? Because for me, when I when I tried to put hands on the fruit, it was like a little complicated for me at first. How was the process for you?
See, it was kind of like it was a challenge, but it's like me being the person I am. I like challenges. I be feeling like a mad scientist. Like I sit there and I tinker with it and tinker with it until I get it. Like people
Mm.
hit me up asking me to come out. I'm like, nah, man. I'm locked in. I'm trying to, cause one thing about me is like if I'm stuck on something or I'm fixated on something, I'm gonna keep doing it and doing it and doing it until I, you know what I'm saying, until I get the gist of it.
Right.
You know, I look up 5 years then passed, and you know, I've been working.
But you mastered it, so now you pretty much got it mastered, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, from what it sounds, it sounds pretty good. We're gonna play one of your records. It's called Ball Up
Ball
Top.
up top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is a dope record. Um, we're gonna spin it. What like what where the idea came from with like creating the beat and the lyrics and getting the feature on there and all that. How did that all come about?
Um, the song came from, you know, cause I think the quote went viral on TikTok, like when some shit happened, like, you
Hmm.
know, kind of like fuck it, shit happened type shit. So it's
Right.
like you know, it's like ball up top is like it is what it is. And it's
Okay.
like at that time that I was writing it, a lot of shit was going wrong. So I'm like, fuck it, ball up top. So, you know, and
And,
then
and
my boy Eugene O'Neill, he got on there with me, and he was like, you know, when he heard the verse, he like, I gotta hop on that. And he got on it and he sent this shit back and that shit was fire.
shout out
So
to
it was
G.
like it was organic. Shout out my boy.
That's a fact. And you already had the beat. The beat was already ready. You put the
Yeah, I had made the beat and I made the beat and I put it on TikTok, but you know, certain ones when you hear certain beats, you like, I gotta say this for myself, man. Got to.
fact. That's a fact. So we're gonna get into this record, Ball Up Top, featuring who?
Eugene O'Neill.
O'Neal. Shout out to Eugene O'Neal, man.
Yes,
Ball up
sir.
top, fam. Yeah. See what these niggas know about how we do it in the IE, fam. Yeah. It's point game to the guard. You see my step back, I'm 23, I'm 24. I'm stepping after 30 splash. Brother ill, where the fuck they raise?
Is it playing?
It's no appeal. These fake fucks been melted when the heat gets real. See where they do that? Run up on them ski masks. I'm shicing when the price is Gucci.
Oh, hold on.
This is a Pyro the Yarn production.
Slap the shit out you like Jimmy Uso. I got 2 legendary runs like Kobe. 8 and 24, you niggas don't know me. I'm so used to betrayal, I don't even feel the blades no more. Numb to the pain, I just play the game, how it go. Get on my back, I carry us to victory. No bitch in me, this first degree murder when I slide on beats. Come from a different cloth, this is not the same team. We see all 4 seasons in one day. The dice games went bad in the gangway. I can't wait to get out this bitch one day. People only here for 1 season. I see your true colors, you hot and cold. I was dealt a bad hand, but I never fold. I'm downtown with a baddie, she ain't from here. Chocolate bad teen, pretty face, she got long hair. Versace slippers, all a nigga wanted was 1 pair. Da Vinci Privé, real niggas gon' prevail. Never care for the he say, all I know is to raise hell. Product of my environment, I'ma spare you the details. Don't worry about shooting your shot and you miss. With enough bricks, you could build a house. That's word of mouth. And I don't need to aura farm. I've been the coolest, I've been the truest to ever do it. Sometimes I lose my cool. You can't control somebody who will play by the same rules. You live, you learn. You have, you lost. You do, you don't. You will, you won't. But guess what? Life goes on. I learned to accept things for what they are. You sit on the throne of lies, waiting for my demise. There's only 2 niggas that's harder than I, and I am both. I don't like the brag and boast. It is what it is, nigga. Ball up top, nigga. Yeah. Gone.
It's good, John. Yeah, check up, man. Ball up top, fam. Yeah. See what these niggas know about. I would do it in the IE, fam. Yeah. It's point games to the God. You see my step back, I'm 23, I'm 24. I'm stepping after 30 splash. Brother ill, where the fuck they raise you niggas at? It's no appeal. These fake fucks been melted when the heat gets real. See where they do that? Run up on them ski masks. I'm shicey when the price is Gucci, man. So keep that bitch in check. Cause she might find a nigga, dome me up with pride, and then I take it to the moon and back to fly. My boy, don't try me, nigga. Yeah, I get it poppin', nigga. I'm John Morant, fuck Stockton. See, I ain't with the Jazz, I'm Grizzly with the pen and pad. I'm on West Coast, Cali ballin', Baron Davis, clip your ass. And when I really gas, these niggas know what time it is. My wrist tap is Dame Boy. I'm waving off these niggas from they home court. Yeah, you niggas PG in the playoffs. Bunch of poor sports, breaking your legs in practice. Using active, filling yourself with reels. But when the lights get cracking, niggas break before. These niggas break before they spring to action. You ain't really about your grind, you on the bench collecting taxes. See, you niggas just on the bench collecting taxes, bro. Pyro, appreciate you, my nigga.
Ooh, that's tough right there, man. That one, Gene O'Neal, he went in. Pyro, that's a Pyro to Dawn production. That's tough. I feel like right there. How you be picking your samples, man? That one right there was tough. That was tough.
I just go on YouTube and just listen to shit, and if it catch like a certain part catch my ear, then another part catch it. I kind of like try to see if it'll like mesh well together, or I could fit it, you know. And if it sound good, it sound good to me.
That's that one right there is the production. Everything is tight. From everything I've been hearing from you is pretty dope. So you know what I mean. Keep pushing. What artists have you worked with since you be out there? Have you worked with any artists?
Oh, I be trying to work with people, you know what I'm saying? But hey, sometimes the cards, they ain't dealt like that. But
Right.
I can say I have had like, some success. I have, some big artists that are like reached back out to me and I'd have sent them beats, but I'm just waiting to see if they gonna do something to them.
Okay. That's cool. But so you got yourself protected with that, like copywritten and all that when you sending these artists.
Yeah.
Cool. Um, sometimes it takes patience, man. Sometimes you just gotta
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting, man. I understand, some people be busy. It may not, it ain't no love lost. I understand it's a busy game, but I'm just waiting for the day that, some shit pop off.
Yeah, you just gotta keep pushing that good music out. I mean, as long as you keep pushing that music out and you stay doing what you're doing now, it's
Hmm.
work itself out. It's a lot. It's a whole open community right now. That's that's helping each other out. It's young kids that's getting placement. So
Yeah.
sometimes you probably just can't look in the angles of artists. Sometimes you gotta look in angles of commercials and sync placement and stuff like that, like licensing your production. You know what I mean? And as well as if you're a writer, make sure you down with one of them writers companies like ASCAP or BMI or something like that. That way, you can actually recoup residuals off of your records and stuff that you're putting out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you got something going. I mean, from what I'm hearing and from the drive, everything you pushing out is pretty dope. I'm sure you're getting a lot of good feedback. You know what I'm saying from the things that you're putting out. Oh,
Uh-huh. I
you
mean, yeah,
so
they've been rocking with me, and it's like I asked God for it, and He started, He blessed me, and I'm like, I ain't where I want to be, but I'm appreciative of where I am right now.
right. It takes patience. Everything is with patience. It's not gonna happen. You know what I mean, a lot of things don't happen when we want it to happen, but it happens.
Yeah, but it happened. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta keep grinding. You know what I mean, pushing that music out. I mean, like I said, I see you stay focused. You said most of the time you just in the studio working.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Trying, man, trying to get something to pop off.
Yeah. I mean, what artists would you be open to work with if they was to come your way?
It's a lot of artists. Like I like some of my favorites. I like Griselda,
Hmm.
like Kendrick Lamar, Ab Soul for sure. One of them. That's like top two. I want to work with like Rhapsody. Uh, I wanted to work with Nipsey, but it's like, man, the shit that happened with him, R.I.P. Nip.
All right, R.I.P. Nip, for real.
Mm.
But
It's a lot of artists.
those artists is dope artists, and your sound matches it matches them, especially Griselda.
Yeah,
Griselda get a chance to hear some of your music, I'm sure they would want to work with you. Raspity too.
yeah.
Um, like I said, time and patience, and it'll all fall into place. So as you growing up, listening to all that different music, it shaped
It,
and
yeah,
gave.
it kind of worked out for me.
that
Yeah.
that's true. So do you play any instruments?
Nah,
No, right?
nah, I ain't never really. I ain't get into. I don't think I had the patience for the instruments. Like I
Mm,
had, my grandpa had bought me a electric guitar and like a acoustic one, but I just played it for like shits and giggles, coming up with my own little rivers. But it's like I think it's the reading the music aspect part that's the part where I'm like, man, I just want to learn how to play this shit so I can play it at my own leisure, you know?
right. That's true. That's true. So so
Mm.
so you don't got no videos or nothing out? Do you have any videos out that you haven't ever put out? Or have you
Um,
put out a
I
project? Have you ever put out your own project?
yeah, I got a couple. I got a mixtape series called Molotov Dreams. I'm
Mm,
working on six right now,
mm. Oh,
and
so this is like the sixth volume that you're working on right
yeah,
now? Okay.
so
Okay.
I'm working on six. I got a video on YouTube. I'm like, when COVID first hit, everybody was in the house, so I
Right,
made a
right.
video in the house, kind of like the Brady Bunch. Had come in with the little squares.
Yeah, yeah.
So I kind of did, I wanted to make a video like that. I call it the Pyro Show. It's on YouTube. And I
Mm.
was rapping over Knife Wonder beat. And I was
Oh,
like, you know what? I kind of want to make a video to this. And I hit my boy up and was telling him, I'm like, yeah, I want to do a video, man. And, I just, he had me record the clips and we did it like that, straight from the house.
okay. That's cool. That's cool. So, so you got your own in-house studio, right?
Yeah, kinda, something like that.
And most of your recording you do yourself, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, it's like it's sounding good. So you pretty much kind of got to know a little bit of engineering and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I've been working on for the past like couple years, trying to like engineer myself and get it, get it right.
Mm.
Cause I do a lot of like the shit behind the scenes. Like I don't think people know I'm a website designer.
Okay, that's cool. So you actually design websites yourself?
Yeah. I ain't been working on it in a while. It's been a minute though, but I went to school for it. Got my
Also,
got my bachelor's and all that shit for it.
well, that's cool. That's what's up. So you know coding and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
man,
do a lot of the background work.
that's cool, man. Shoot, man. I mean, that might take off for you as well, man. You got, a lot of times you gotta let the people know you. It's a lot of artists and companies out here that look for website designers, and that might
Hmm.
just be the opening door to them listening to your music and getting your music in the right place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me, I believe in independence. I mean, right now with the way these streaming sites is doing the artists that's what I mean, that's trying to come up. Artists can't even really make a living off of a streaming site because you're getting a fraction of nothing when the company
Yeah.
when the companies is getting all the money. So you putting your hard-earned work into building a project and then you putting it on a site to where if you try to sell it to them yourself, they could go to iTunes and listen to it for free and create their own playlist with your whole album.
Yep.
So I don't know. I don't believe in the streaming sites and all that. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I got music on streaming sites, but I'm looking at things to take it back to out the trunk of the car
Yeah.
from
A
the
lot of
art.
people feel like that because shit, it is, like they getting over on you.
Yeah, the artist. I mean, the music business was always designed off of coalition and capitalism, and that means that the artist was never really supposed to make big money. The companies
Hmm.
make the big money. The artists stay down. The artist would never make as much money as the big companies. So
Yep.
so with that, we a lot of times we have to go back to where it was. You have to go straight to the artist. Where if I'm got a project, I'm selling my project out the trunk of the car straight to the artist. You know,
Yeah.
but like I said, I don't know. I spoke to a lot of different artists, and a lot of them didn't. Like one artist told me, shout out to Bath Day. Um, he told me that he had over 300,000-400,000 streams, but what I mean, out of 300,000-400,000 streams, it didn't even make $7,000-8,000. It made thousands, but
It's the
think about
low
yeah,
thousands.
yeah. So you think about it, if you getting 400,000 streams, even if you getting $1 each stream, that's $400,000, and these companies is not going to kick that out to the artist because the
Yeah, they
artist might not put his
want
money.
at least 2/3 of that.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, we getting robbed, and we putting our hard earned money, and what I mean, everything into what I mean, working to be successful, and and these streaming sites is just robbing us for our hard earned work.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so you said you haven't really worked with too many artists out there.
Yeah,
Um,
I've been working with a lot of people on like TikTok.
mhm.
Like a lot of people I've been just collabing off TikTok.
Okay, that's cool because that's now these are the platforms where you able to collab. Like the companies now, this is where the big companies go to. The,
Yep.
when they talking about an artist, the companies go to TikTok and Facebook and Instagram to see their value, and then the company will say, all right, we want to invest in it.
Yeah.
But sometimes at that point, you already, if you got a good following, you're supposed
You
to,
kind of don't need them, really,
yeah, you don't need them.
unless you want to go mainstream.
Exactly. And a lot of times they say it's a lot that come with that. It's a lot of headaches. And
Yeah.
so but as a producer, I see I used to dibble and dabble with making records and stuff, but I mean I'm more better with because I started as a DJ, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then it went into production, you know what I mean? But as a producer, it's 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 uh it's kind of hard to get placement too as well because it ain't even your talent. It's about who you know. If you don't
Yep.
know a person, it's hard to get your production or even get close to the person that you're trying to get your music in their hands. So it's just so much politics with it, but uh, it's it's a I don't know, it's a tricky situation.
And
So
and that's how I started off too. I started off rapping first. I was
mhm,
rapping probably like age of 10 or 11. And then it was like one nobody really that I knew weren't really making beats like that because this was before like social media really. This like before all the MySpace and all that. So the people I like, knew wasn't making beats. So I had to like find some beats or start making my own. So I started making my own and then, it just, it went from there. And
that's what.
I think that's how I end up becoming like a producer.
Mm. So it just came to you. That's natural. It just came.
Yeah.
That's dope. We're gonna get into your next record. This one is called Bipolar. Where the idea for this came from, and with the production, the lyrics, and everything.
So in 2016, I had found out I was like they diagnosed me with bipolar.
Mhm.
So it was like it came from like well, as far as like the lyrics, that's where it came from. Cause like dealing with it, cause growing up, I always knew I was kind of like different, and
Mm.
everybody always be like, "Oh man, you crazy, this, that, da, da, da." It was like it was something there that was missing. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I know it's something different because everybody else says not normal. So it's
Mhm.
like it made me feel like I'm not normal. Like the certain things that I do or certain ways that I feel, people like that's not normal. You shouldn't be like that, this, that, this, that. And then I had bumped into that sample one day and then I flipped it and I named that bipolar. So I'm like, because it was like sometimes I feel happy, sometimes I feel sad. So I'm like, all right, let me name that bipolar. And then I think that beat is like a couple years old.
Yeah, you had it sitting in.
Yeah. I think
Okay,
I made that in probably like 2020 something, 2019, somewhere around there. And
wow.
then I'm like, I'm gonna use it. So that's how I came up with that one.
Okay, yeah, we about to spin this record, Bipolar, Pyro the Dawn. Y'all tap in. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow my man, Pyro the Dawn. Dope artist, dope producer. We about to spin this record.
Cause every day feel like a black hole pulling me in. Feel like a grenade that's lost its pin. Some days I don't know how to feel. I don't know what to feel. I don't know what's real. I don't know how to deal with all these emotions. My mind racing, can't stop pacing. I'm scared to tell people what I am. They might view me as crazy. On top of that, depression and doubt make a nigga lazy. I'm losing my interest in damn near everything. Plenty of nights with just me and my thoughts. Man, a nigga get lost. I gotta shake off this frost, cause the world will make you cold. When I first found out, thought it was the end of the world. Was sweating like Earl, was sick to my stomach. My first thought was to hurl. They respect me, I'm thorough. They respect me, I'm thorough. You dig like burrows. They love me from Cali all the way to the boroughs. Still learning to control my emotions, cause I feel shit deeper than the ocean. Some days I miss out on meals. Sometimes my appetite not filled. Prescription pills to keep me chilled. It's hard being bipolar. When the older you get, the colder life get. Can't take it no more. I'm at the end of my wits. Many streams of tears trickle down my face. Was in a very dark space. Every room I enter feel like I'm out of place. Like everybody in color, but I'm the only one in gray. Sometimes I can't control my anger. Sometimes I feel like I'm the danger. Don't know myself no more, I'm a stranger. Paranoia so lame. Feel like it's a shadow watching me, and I don't even know his name. Medication to keep me sedated. All the while the nigga constantly berated. I'm hated, not celebrated. Just what my mind telling me. Never felt elated or ecstatic. Just hopeless and stagnant. Can't get away from the bullshit. It's like I'm stuck with a magnet.
Right there, that's tough. That's mean. I like that, John. The production, the lyrics, since you explained it to me, I'm like, dang, it makes me like it even more because you're like, yo, you know, that's dope, man. That's dope music, man.
You know?
So growing up in Chicago, I know, I don't know. I just heard the stories, and, you know what I'm saying, of different things. How was that for you?
It got crazy sometimes.
Uh,
Like yeah, it was like shit. It was cool because for the most part, Chicago is like a city where it's like if you mind your business, you're not really gonna get bothered with.
right,
But shit happen from time to time,
right.
and you might be in the wrong place at the wrong time, or you might have somebody out there that might see you and be like, they might try you, but
Mm,
like I said, it's really a game of chance in Chicago.
mm.
I don't think it's bad in certain areas, but shit, it's bad everywhere.
Right, right.
I
So,
have had some crazy shit happen while I was here, But
Yeah.
cause I think the craziest thing I was in I was in eighth grade and I was coming out of school one day and the area I grew up in Humboldt Park, like
Mhm.
right down I went to school like some blocks down from where Lupe had shot King Push.
Okay.
And
Okay.
that area was like, well, the area I went to school, it was a lot of like Hispanic dudes around there. So it was like a lot of Latin kings and shit. So I remember one day I was coming out of school and I think my school was beefing with another school or something. I don't know how they got into it, but I came outside and I see niggas like hiding behind cars and shit, and they shooting at each other, and I'm like stuck in the middle of gunfire, and
Wow.
I just froze up. And the lady that worked at the school, she sitting there calling, she's like, "Come back, come back, come back," and I'm just stuck. Like I got bullets flying past me and shit, and I'm like, by the grace of God, I ain't get hit, but I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Man. Yeah, that's something. Wow. So you was born and raised from Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So you done experienced a lot of different or heard and seen a lot of different things going on out there.
Yeah, shit. I used to high school. I used to have walk past crackheads every day.
Wow.
Like the dude who dealing them drugs got them lined up in a single file line, and I got to maneuver through them and shit. Like, oh, excuse me, let me get past. About to miss the bus, and shit going on about my day. So like
Wow.
I've been used to it.
Wow. So like with all the music that with the way they was beefing, I guess beefing back and forth on track on music. How you felt about that when all that was going on?
As far as like who, like Chief Keef and all them, and
On and all,
or
all of
just
the
the whole Chicago.
like because before Keith and all them, I feel like before they started that drill, it wasn't so crazy like that, or probably it probably was crazy like that, but it just the spotlight wasn't on it. Once the music started coming from out of there, it was just like the spotlight was on them, and this person is against that person, and like how was that like how was all that going like when you was coming up, how did like all that? What was going on with all that? Like all that back and forth and people getting hurt. And,
Oh, I mean, I didn't really feel any kind of way because it's like I ain't know anybody. You know what I'm saying? That was like beefing on that level.
right, right.
Cause around that time with Chief Keef and them was coming out, shit, I think I was already grown. Then yeah, I was already grown. So it was like I wasn't really worrying about what. Cause Chief Keef and all them from like out south. I'm from out west, so it's like it's a
Okay.
it's like it's a different atmosphere. But now, shit, everybody doing it, and it's like like I don't know. I stay out the way. I'll be more to myself anyway, so I kind of like how to navigate around it.
Right, right. What was there any artists coming out? At that time, it wasn't no artists out west out on your side.
Um, I mean, we had like Twister. Um, I forgot. Around that time with Chief Keef coming out like 2013 and well around 2013 and all that, we had like Sicko Mob and
Mm.
all them, what I'm saying? But they was making, music for the hoes and turning up and shit. So it was like it was a different, what I'm saying, vibe to the music. It wasn't like smoking this and smoking that and You know what I'm
Right,
saying? We was outside chilling and shit.
right. That's true. Okay, I understand what you're saying. So it was they was just more them guys was just more feuding and going back and forth with each other.
Yeah, but shit, now it's like that all over the place. So it's like you
Yeah,
can't run from it.
you're right. You're right. You can't run from anywhere you go. It's the same way. It's just different, different demographics. So are they still feuding out there, or is it? Are they trying to get some unity going?
um, I don't know. I don't really be seeing it like that.
Hmm.
Like I see, people on TikTok like J Mane and all them, and everybody want to push the piece, but
Right.
when you
Right.
have like the younger generation, they not trying to hear none of that shit. So it's like, it's sad, but it's like, hey, I man my business, drink my water, and stay out the way.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't never nothing wrong with that. Um, I,
Mm,
I was listening to one of your songs. I don't know if it's. I think it's called Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. One of them, you was like, "Yo, I just want to get up out of here." Like, that stuck to me. I'm like, "Wow, man! What you want to get up out of Chicago?"
Shit, yeah, shit. I need a change of scenery. I'm trying to be in the islands or somewhere. Or, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere overseas or some shit with like a pineapple or some shit with a chick with a hula hoop skirt.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's real. Yeah, so I mean, I'm sure, growing up, and then you want to explore growing up in a place, you know what I mean, where you just born and raised. We Home is always gonna be home. You can always come back home. I mean, sometimes people
Uh,
they be scared to explore life and explore other, things. So, I mean, when I heard it, I was like, wow, and it kind of stuck to me because that's something that people could relate to. You know what I mean? I just want to get out of here. A lot of people is in situations where they just gotta you just gotta deal with it, but inside in your heart, your soul, you're like, man, if I first opportunity I get to go, I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? So
mm-hmm.
so it's real, it's good. So you said you working on your sixth project. So you
Yeah,
put out five before that.
yeah.
And how did they do? Did the fans like it?
Um, they was all on like SoundCloud, so I think a lot of people was like, I ain't listening to no SoundCloud artist, and so
Right,
it
right.
like it did okay for
Mhm.
somebody who ain't have like a fan base.
Right.
Like, it was okay, but I think after that, that's why I was like, nah, I gotta if I'm gonna keep going, I need to get my fan base up because I know I'm supposed to be at a larger platform.
Right,
I
right,
just don't know how or when, but I know it. So I'm like,
right.
you know what? I'm gonna start. My friend was telling me, man, it's posted on TikTok. And I'm like, I don't know how to use no damn TikTok. And,
Mhm.
so I started studying it every day. And, slowly but surely it was, rising up. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to start dropping music now.
Yeah. That's like one of the best platforms to kind of break your music on TikTok, because I mean Instagram is kind of hard, uh, Facebook
Yeah.
and YouTube, but like TikTok is like you can make a challenge record, and might take your you know it it'll take you out of here. So it's
Yep.
it's like a good platform. So continue to push your music because, like I said, I see, I'm watching and I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm liking the stuff that you putting out. So it ain't
Appreciate it.
keep putting that music out. So you said we get back to, you said you was working on your sixth project right now. What is it? Did you start it or you midway or it's just the idea right now?
Um, I started it. I think I know bipolar is gonna be on there.
Mm-hmm. It's a dope
I'm
record.
really thank you, bro. But where I'm at with it, I'm really still trying to like decide what beats I'm gonna put on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm trying to decide because I know I got a couple artists that I wanted to collab with. I'm trying to figure out which beat to kind of like, mesh well with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, it's like it's coming, but it's still kind of like, in the works.
Right. So you ain't got no songs done off of this, but the bipolar one,
I
right?
got bipolar. I think I got like two more.
Mm.
Think I
So
got two more.
taking your time with it, you ain't rushing it.
Yeah, that's idea five. I was trying to make sure, what I'm saying, I had some that I was proud of.
All right, that's a
I
fact.
was like, I want to make somewhere in my eyes, I feel like, it's no skips.
Right.
Even though realistically, I know somebody gonna skip through one of them, but you know, I'm
And you
trying to make something in my eyes where there's no skips.
and you said they all on SoundCloud.
The last one I haven't put it. I put that one on YouTube because I've been I've been looking up like all these strategies and trying to get my YouTube up. So I'm like I'm only gonna post it on here, and the people who rock with me through anything, those are the people that I want to,
Right.
what I'm saying, listen to it.
That's a fact. That's a
So I
so
got it on YouTube right now.
how many records is on there?
I want to say like 9 or 10. It might be like 11.
Mm.
Think it's like 10 though.
Mm. And they could go to your YouTube page and listen to the whole thing, right?
Yeah, it's in a playlist. Right in
Okay,
my playlist.
that's cool. That's cool. People that's gonna be watching, you gotta let them know your YouTube where they could go and tap into that music.
My YouTube is Pyro the Don TV. Like all together, no spaces, just Pyro the Don TV.
Yeah, we gonna
Every
make sure the people go run that up, man. Go listen to that music.
Yes, sir.
Now when you get the idea for Chick-fil-A on a Sunday, that's a catchy title.
A lot of people ask me that, and it was like I was talking to this chick, and what I'm saying, the lover boy in me was like, "Damn, what I'm saying, this really like a love you can't find every day, like on some Chick-fil-A type shit, like that shit closed on Sundays, like, but the love that we got, you can't find that every day, like." I was like, you just like Chick-fil-A. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And then it was this one saying they was like, I believe in it was like I believe in a girl when she bring me Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. And I was like, you know what? I might could do something with that. I'm like,
Yo,
I
that
might could
that
flip that into something.
that's a very catchy title, man. Chick-fil-A on Sundays. I was like, wow, man, that's dope. The way you put that together, man. But we're gonna tap into that record right now. Let the people hear that record, man. This is a dope record. This is Pyro the
So,
Dawn, Chick-fil-A on Sundays, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think, man. Let him know what you think. Follow him. Tap into them on all platforms. Let them know in the comments which I think of these records, man. But this right here is another dope record from Pyro the Dawn. Y'all tap in.
This girl got me in my feelings. Cat on cook, they know. Oh man, dog. That's my bad. Yeah.
This is a Pyro the Dawn production.
2 twin flames.
We dirty dancing right next to a fire. The universe spins as she speak. My knees get weak at the mere thought of her. To hear her voice, man, it piqued my desire. Her voice is a drug, it get me higher. She got me wanna travel from state to state and city to city with her, get litty with her. But it's more than that, cause she my Chick-fil-A on a Sunday. I just wanna love her in more ways than some ways. She the reason the sunshine in my bad days. She the reason I wanna give up on my bad ways. My favorite person by far, a star on this floating rock. If it don't work out, I feel myself in a crash out. I wanna block all the rock stone at a glass house. What is this feeling? What is she dealing? She got me hooked. Damn, she the dealer. She lit my fuse. I wanna thank you, beautiful, for being my muse. I wanna love her in more ways than some ways. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. She's sweeter than Sundays, like my life up like sun rays. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. You can't get this type of love every day. Hit me now when I say she my Chick-fil-A on Sundays. She's supposed to be somewhere on the runway or somewhere in Bombay. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. I just wanna love her in more ways than some ways. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. She's sweeter than Sundays, like my life up like sun rays. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. You can't get this type of love every day. Hear me now when I say she my Chick-fil-A on Sundays. She's supposed to be somewhere on the runway or somewhere in Bombay. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays. My Chick-fil-A on Sundays.
Yeah, tough. That's tough. That's tough. I like that joint right there, man. And that's on one of your projects right there. That record right there.
Yeah, that and Ball Up Top is on 5. That's the one on YouTube.
Okay, okay. People got to go tap into that. That's you got some dope music, man. So what you said? So what's next for you? Is you working on 6, right?
Yeah, working
So
on 6.
do 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 you have an idea when you gonna push that one out?
Realistically, probably gonna be might be towards the end of the year
Mm,
at the latest.
mm.
Cause most of the time, I'm probably just gonna be waiting for like features, and then
Oh,
if people don't get back quick enough, then I'll probably just drop it without them. But you know, most of the time, everybody come through with the features.
And what and like most of your features, what they in house, they different states, they come out. What like?
Different states.
Mm,
Yeah, different states.
collaborate with different artists of different states and stuff like that.
Yeah, I try to, cause back in the day, I didn't really do like too much collabing, cause everybody was always like giving niggas the runaround or what I'm saying, bullshit. And so I just dropped the shit by myself. So it's like now, since I've been on TikTok, a lot of people been, fucking with me and fucking with the movement. I've been collabing like a lot more. And it's
Mm.
like, see, it's fun.
Right. So you actually have been making records with other artists through TikTok.
Yeah. I've been my boy Doc Mindbender, my boy Moisturized Kev, my boy Eugene O'Neill, my boy Tony D. Barone.
Mm,
I feel like I'm missing somebody else. It's a lot of dope artists out there on TikTok. My
that's a
boy
fact.
Greg Smith, another one. It's a lot of dope artists.
Are you locked in with any of them? Like, were you doing full production for like their project?
Right now, me and my boy Moisturize Kale, we got some shit.
Mm,
We doing some shit called Moisturize Heat.
mm,
So me and him, my boy Doc Mindbender. I don't know if he, I think he's putting some of the shit that we dropped out. I don't know if if he's still waiting on some more beats or not, but when he see it, he'll call me and let me know.
mm.
But yeah, shit, I've been trying to work with any and everybody, man. If I find they sound to be dope, I work with them.
Right. Have you been getting a lot of people to reaching out to you to work with you?
Yeah, it was like at first it used to be kind of like crazy because I was always like a introverted, antisocial person. So it's like when people reach out to me, it's like I kind of be paranoid sometimes. Like, what the fuck they want to work for me for? But
Right,
now I'm kind of like embracing it. Like I was saying, I asked God for it, and it's like I asked God to kind of like renew me and change my thought process about certain things and how I view things. And I'm like, okay, they want to work. I check them out. I'm like, oh, okay, this person is, they actually good. They dope. So it's like I'm looking at it like it's a positive now.
right.
So I've
And it
been
actually opened up a few doors for you as well, right?
yeah. Instead of being like closed minded, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this fun. I'm with it.
Right. I mean, like you said, this is what you asked God for. So, you know,
Yeah.
when you ask God for something, he gonna give it to you. He might not rush to give it to you, but you gonna, you get it.
Yep. You gonna get it.
Yeah,
Especially when you least expect it.
exactly. So you never know, man. I mean, you never know who watching because a lot of times people be watching and they be paying attention. They just be waiting to see it, if you really want it, and you really, if your drive is really there. And once they see that, you know, person that
Mhm.
been watching you since you've been doing this, and you like, wow, man, I didn't even know they was watching me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I didn't
it,
get messages like that too. And
yeah,
people was like, yo, I've been following you since your first since you used to upload beats on fucking YouTube. And I'm like, damn, I forgot. I'm like, I
so,
forgot I used to upload beats on there. I'm
so
like,
that
but that's dope though.
they following you. They staying, they staying as your core fan base and your audience. So you gotta, you gotta continue to embrace that, continue to push that good music. You know what I mean? What software you record with?
I do everything in Fruity Loops.
So Fruity Loops has a recording thing in it.
Yeah.
I haven't dealt with Fruity Loops in so long that I didn't know that you could record in Fruity Loops.
Yeah, I do all that shit in Fruity Loops.
Okay, so that's pretty dope. I mean, because it's the production and the audio, everything is sounding right.
Yeah, I've
Um,
been trying, man. I've been trying.
so you like as far as engineering and mixing, you deal with a lot of them EQs on there on the Fruity Loops, right? EQ plugins.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, engineers just EQ and then reverb and maybe a little bit of compression to kind of get it right. But it's sounding good. I didn't know, like, you know what I mean, because the last time I actually used Fruity Loops, I don't think they had like where you could record in there.
Yeah, I've been doing that since uh I think I started recording in Fruity Loops and like shit when I first got it, I think it was 7.
Mm.
And yeah, I was using Fruity Loops, I think. Starting out I wasn't using Fruity Loops, but once I got it, that's when I think I started recording in there with the little USB mic I had at the time.
Oh, okay. I'm sure. What number Fruity Loops they up to now?
It's either 20 or 21.
Wow.
I think it's 21 that just dropped, I think.
Mm. And it's like every time they drop one, there's more upgrades to it, right?
Yeah, they got the shit where you can like separate the audio from the vocals and the beat and the splitter shit. Now I gotta upgrade my Fruity Loops.
Oh, so they got the stems in there now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of them programs is incorporating that stems into their software and stuff to where you could put a sample in there and it separates everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty dope. I mean, I use it from time to time, but I it's it's no different from the old way we chop samples up and stuff. And I see that Fruity Loops engine is pretty dope when it comes to chopping up samples and placing them how you want to place them.
Yeah.
It's a lot of artists that I follow. I mean, a lot of producers I follow that use that got platinum plaques under their belt. So
Mm-hmm.
and your sound like you pick the right samples and everything. So continue to do that, man, because you gonna mess around have Griselda or one of those people you name coming saying, "Hey, we need one of those. We need one of them soulful, beats." Um,
And I hope they do.
it's gonna happen. Like you just gotta keep pushing that music out, keep making good production. It's gonna happen. Like I said, man, from what I hear, and the artists that I mean that's gonna hear this and watch this interview, you might get a lot of different cats from out here in New York that want to do features and want production from you. Man. From what I'm hearing, you got to sound like that where somebody quickly if Benny and Griselda and them hear your sound and your music, they will give you an opportunity. I'm sure of it.
I'll be tagging them niggas, man. They need to come on with
I,
it.
I mean, Benny and them is so like they got so much going on. I think
Yeah.
the easiest probably ways is to get to them is like maybe when they doing a show out there and you happen to just know where the show is at and have one of the security and you cool with him or something and have him plug you then other
I'm
than
gonna have
that
to fly out there, then tell them, hey, nigga, get on one of my beats.
yeah sometimes it take that. Hey, yo, I've been following y'all. Look, man, we're gonna pop up at one of these shows where you can actually let them hear the sound you got and everything. And man, you never know, man. You never know. Like I said, with your sound, you got your own sound, so it's unique. So if you stick to that, and you get to really pushing, and because all it takes is for one. All it takes is that one
Yeah.
one beat that's going, you know what I'm saying, get you out of here. So
Yeah.
stay grinding with that, man, and keep pushing that music because, like I said, I'm like a lot of people, a lot of artists that I know and done work with. I'm gonna push. I'm gonna push them towards your way so they can listen to your music. You, like I said, you might get a lot of different people. You know what I mean, asking you for production and you know want to do some features with you. You know what I mean? But
Possibly, bro.
have to, you know what I'm saying? We have to unify. We can't gatekeep. We can't, you know what I'm saying? This is what makes me upset with the artists that's major right now because they forgot that they was at a point where they was trying to get in the door. So it's
Yeah.
like if you know a dope artist and you following a dope artist and you see that he's working and he's really trying to, you know, get a foot in. Sometimes all it takes is for them to like or drop a comment or to give the artist more drive to let them know, all right, yo, look, I'm on the right track. Let me keep pushing. But we have these big artists that don't that forgot that they at one time they was work trying to get a foot in the door.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So we have to unify. You know what I'm saying? We can't gatekeep secrets and all that. If somebody know, I'm waiting for an artist to let me know that they had a good year on a stream on whatever streaming site it is, so I can let all other artists know. Look, this artist said they had a good year. They said this streaming site is good. Y'all need to go to.
Yeah.
You
Cause
know.
that's how I look at it. Like, man, it's enough for everybody to go around.
Right, right. It's no reason why you, if one person is on, you don't want to help him get on. It's not going to affect their money. It's not going to affect the way they live. If anything, you're going to get blessings by helping him
Yep.
be able to help his
Looking
family.
out for somebody else, cause you never know when you gonna be in that same predicament again.
Exactly. So these artists, you know what I mean. These artists have to change the way they doing. The ones that's actually has a foot in the door and they mainstream artists. They have to look back at the times when they was coming in trying to get a foot in the door and remember when they got their opportunity, you know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
it's not so much unity. You have these artists going against each other and that's not helping us. That's helping the companies. The more they sit back and watch them go against each other, it's helping the companies. To these companies, it's sad to say, but when you sign to these big companies, the artist is more valuable to the company not here no more than
Yep.
them. Yeah, you understand? They make more money off the artist when they not here no more. So it's a bad thing. Um, we gotta figure out a way to cut out the middleman and continue. You know what I mean, to be great. Uh, with making good music and being a good artist, you're gonna stand out anyway. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. It's just about pushing that narrative and continuing. You know what I mean, to be great. But I see you staying out the way. I see you grinding. You need to continue grinding. Let the people know. You know what I'm saying? All the platforms, everywhere where they could find you and tap into your music. Um,
Shit, I ain't that hard to find. You want to find me? It's Pirate of Done everything.
everything, private
Everything, man.
production. All they gotta do is hit you up.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna close out the show, man. Pirate Dawn, it's been good chopping it up with you. We're
So
gonna
it was an honor to be on here. Thank you, bro.
have you on the show again. You let us know when you dropping that album or that project so we could have you back on the show so you could promote it. We could blast it off. Um everybody that's gonna be watching this, y'all tap in. Make sure y'all go like, share, subscribe to Pyro the Don. He's on all platforms. Producers Corner, we on all platforms. Let's run this up. Let's unify. Let's each one teach one. It's about unity. It's not about us being separate. We stronger together than apart. Till next time, I'm Holla Black, your Pyro the Dawn. It's been great chopping it up with you. We're gonna continue to talk. We're gonna continue to vibe. I'm gonna plug some artists in with you. You know what I mean? We're gonna help each other. All right. Till next time. Salute to everybody that's tapped in, and we'll be chopping it up with y'all next time. One. Peace. We're about to close out the show. Great interview with Pyro the Dawn, Chicago rapper / producer. Y'all gonna see more of it coming. I'm Holla Black, Producers Corner.